Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make a baby's blanket by using double yarn, and I'm going to be using a 6.5mm hook. It makes it easier to work the blanket with the double yarn, and I am using Lion Brand Yarns Baby Soft. It is a 3-weight yarn and the color is parfait print. It's like a kind of a pink cherryish swirl, so it should come together really nicely with the two yarns. This is the blanket that we're going to make today. It's a baby's blanket. It is warm, but it's breathable. You can see that it's got lots of holes, but it looks like it's a pretty tight blanket. I am using the white Lions brand for the edges, and then the pink and white for the main part of the blanket. Turned out to be a really pretty blanket. Let's get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start our knot, slip knot. Go ahead and loop up. And you want to keep an even number of chains. So I'm going to try and make a 70 by 90 centimeter blanket. Okay, I stopped at 114 chains. You want to stop on an even number. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to chain 1 for the height, and then you're going to do a single chain in each one of the chains all the way back the other direction. And this might make my blanket a little bit longer because of all the single chains, single stitches. There you can see how it's giving a little. Okay, I'm coming up to the end of the first row. I have been single stitching all the way down my chains. And I'm on my last stitch. I'm going to do my last single. And then for this next row, you're going to chain up 2 for height and then flip it. So here's your first one that you'll skip. In the second one, you're going to do a single chain, single crochet, and then chain 1. And then skip the next one. And then you'll put single crochet, chain 1, skip your next stitch, single crochet. Oops, I have my yarn. And then chain, and then skip the next one, and you'll go on this one, and you'll do this all the way down. So you can see what kind of pattern, so skip. Oh, I missed that one. Yeah, you gotta be careful to make sure you get both of them in there. See how there's the two. Otherwise, it's not going to support your blanket. And you can see. And we'll do this all the way down, and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I'm at the end now. I have about 4 of my stitches left. So we're gonna skip one and then put our single crochet in the second one. Single chain. And the last one is a little hard to find, but you can find it. It's going to be that single chain that you put when you first started the row. And it's right here. Right there. So that's the end of the first row. You can see how the pink is starting to come out a little bit through the multicolored. So you're going to chain 2 for your height, and then you're going to flip it. Now this row is going to be a lot easier. We'll continue to do our single stitch around the single chain. And then do a chain, and then you're going to skip your actual single chain, which is there, and go around the next chain with the single stitch. And you're going to continue this all the way down. Here's your next chain. Let's see what it looks like. Very pretty. Okay, I'm coming up to the end of the blanket. I wanted to take you one more time around the corner and start the other direction. So we're going to continue on doing our single crochet around this single stitch. And then chain 1, and then the single crochet and chain 1. around that chain, single crochet, chain 1, and then we're still on even numbers, so I have 4 stitches left. So on the second one, which is the chain 1, I'm going to single crochet, chain 1, and then on the very last one, I'm going to get that right there, and then we're going to chain 2 for the height, and then turn over, and you'll just repeat this for the rest of the blanket until we get to the end. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this in a couple more rows, and I'll check back in with you. Okay, I'm just checking back in. I wanted to show you what the blanket's going to look like. It is elegant pattern, and it's thick, but it's still breathable. So you're just going to continue on with your single stitch around each of the chains, and then chain 1. And there's your next stitch. And you just continue on until you're done with the blanket. So here's the finished blanket. Turned out really nice. Okay, we're going to do the border around the edge of the blanket. This is the first time for this border on this blanket. I am going to go ahead and continue using the Lion 3-weight yarn, and I'm going to use the double thread just like I did the whole blanket with the pink and the white. I'll go ahead and make a slip knot, and you're just going to do a single crochet all the way around. Start off with the first in the corner. And there's the first one. And you just want to continue this all the way around. I'll go ahead and go all the way down, and I'll meet you on the corner. Okay, I'm at the corner. Let me unwrap here. I'm almost at the corner. So I got 2 stitches left. And we're just doing single crochets. So when you get to this last one right here, you're going to put 3 single crochets in there to turn the corner. So there's 1, 2, and then 3. And then we're going to turn our work. And we're going to start working down the side. Now for the side, you need to make sure you pay attention that you're doing the same amount for each one. So you just want to put one in each of the stitches, just so it's flat. So, okay, so the first one will go right here in that hole. And then the next one, so we don't want to put too many stitches because we don't want it to bunch up. And we don't want to go down where the regular hole is. You just want to stay on the edge. So we're going to come over to this next hole right here. So that's 2. And then we'll go 1 in here. And then 1 in here. And then here. And then you start to see the pattern for each one of the side holes. So you're just basically doing 1 in each of the holes. And you want to make sure that it's not curling. You don't want the first one to be curled. You want it to be flat. And you'll just continue that all the way down. Let's see. Go back. I'm going to take this one out. Do it through. I missed the loop. You can also count, so you make sure you get the same count down the other side. And I'll meet you down the end and we'll turn the corner. Okay, I'm coming up to the corner again and just going to continue to put 1 stitch, 1 single stitch in each of the rows. Then 1 here, and then in the last stitch, which is right, it's gonna be right there in the corner. It's kind of hard to get to. You're gonna put 3 single stitches to go around that corner. Well, let me see, maybe we'll just go right here. See how that looks. 2, 3, and then I'll turn my work, and then we'll just go 1 in the first, right here. Oh, you can't see, sorry. We're gonna do, so this is our first stitch when we turn the corner. We'll put 1 single stitch in there, so you make sure you get both of the little loops. Wrap it, pull it back through. Yeah, see, that turned out really well. So in the last stitch on the side, go ahead and just do your 3 singles and then turn it and then continue because it's kind of tight there. This way it'll loosen up a little more and looks a little smoother. And then you'll continue on and just do 1 single stitch in each of the holes all the way across. blanket slides a little bit. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. And sometimes your loops get a little loose, so you need to tighten it up. These turn out really nice around the edge, give you a nice smooth edge. Okay, just continue this all the way down, and I'll meet you at the other end, and we will go around that corner. Okay, I'm coming up on the end again. I'm going to do I have 2 stitches. Here's 1. And then in this last stitch, you're going to put your 3 single stitches. Now this is where I ended my blanket, so it's a little tight. So you might want to have to force them kind of in there. Oh. That's not where it goes. There it is. There it is. I see the hole now. This 1. I want to get to pull that other string. 2, and then 1 more. Oh, cut the string again. And then 3, and then just kind of fan it around so it goes around the corner. And then you're going to go up the other side. Now I'm going to show you a little more. Our first stitch is going to go right here, the first row. And then the next one. There it is. So you want to make sure you're just getting the edge. And then go ahead and continue down, and I'll meet you to do the final corner, and then we're going to go to our next row. Okay, I'm coming up on the end again. Just continuing my single crochet, 1 for each row. And here's the last one right here that we'll put 3 in. final third one. And then you'll want to do a slip stitch right in that corner of the first one, right there, to bring it together like that. Let me see if I did all three. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Slip stitch in that next one. And then I'm going to chain 3. And then we're going to count over, not including the one we just did. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do a single crochet. And then we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to count over 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And do another single crochet. And then chain 3 again. And we're going to do this all the way down. So if you want to go ahead and stop the video, or and then I'll see you down at the end. I'll do a few more. Okay, I'm coming up on the end where the corner is. I'll show you how to do that. Three, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now you should come out right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the first of the 3 that you put in the corner. So you're going to do a single stitch there. Okay, so we're at the corner. We just did the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to go back into the same space and do single crochet. And then we'll do our 3 chain and continue down the side, doing chain 3 and a single chain in every 4th stitch. And I'll meet you down at the end when you're finished to do the next corner. I'm coming up to the corner. I just chained 3. And now I'm going to go over 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm going to go ahead, since we're at the corner, I'm going to go ahead and do my single crochet right into the corner. And then you'll chain 5. Then you'll go back into the same hole and do another single crochet. And you'll turn your work and you'll continue down by doing the chain 3. And every 4th chain, you'll do a single crochet. And you'll continue this all the way down, and I'll meet you at the end. 2, 3. I've got 2 more loops to make, so I'm going to do my 3 chain. Count over 4. 1, and then do my 3, and then 1, 4, and then I'm going to look for that middle, which will be right there. It's going to be, there we go. Do my single stitch, and then don't forget to do your 5 chain. 2, 3, 5, and then go back into that same hole and do your single crochet, and then in that first loop right there, you're going to do a slip stitch to close it off. Now, what I did is I went on each of the sides and counted my loops to make sure that the loops are the same on the same count for each side. It works out that all of my sides have 28 of these. So as long as you have 28 on both sides of the length and the same number on both sides of the width, you should be fine, which it should be the same on both sides equally. So you're going to slip stitch inside that, and then we will chain up 3 to be the first one inside there. Let me get my stuff going. And then in each one of these, you're going to do 3 double crochet. Double crochets. You loop it, go through the loop, loop it again, pull it back through. So you'll have 3. Well, there's 6, but it's really 3 because we're using double yarn. You loop it, go through 2, loop it, go through 2. And then the 3 chain right here counts as 1. This is 2. So you loop it, go through the hole, loop it, come back out. And you have 3, loop it, pull through 2, and then loop it, pull through 2, like that. And then we'll chain 1. And then we'll repeat this all the way down. So loop it, go through, loop it. You have 3, loop, pull through 2, loop, pull through 2. Just like that. And then you'll chain 1, and then go to the next one. Wrap it, go through, wrap it. You have 3, wrap it, and go through. And then chain 1. And you just continue this on, and I'll see you at the end to take you around the corner. we're coming up to our first corner. I just chained one, and I'm going to do my 3 double crochets in my last loop right here. And then I'm going to chain one. And then for my loop, I'm going to do a total of 6 double crochets. So I'm going to do 3, chain 2, and then 3 on the other side. So there's my 3. I'm going to chain 2, and then turn my work, and then do 3 more. And then chain 1. So there's the corner. And then we'll continue on by doing 3 double crochets in each loop, single chain, 3, single chain, 3, and I'll meet you down at the other end. I just reached the corner again. I'm going to chain 1, do my last side stitch over here. So we're going to do the 3 double crochets to finish this side off, and then we'll do the corner. So you chain 1, and then inside here you'll do the 3 double crochet, 2 chain, 3 double crochet. And then chain 2. You can turn your work. And then 3 more double crochets. And then you'll chain 1, and then you'll continue on the other side with the chain 1, and then 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, and I'll meet you down the end and we'll go around the corner again. Coming up on the last loop for this side, I already did my chain 1, so I'll do my 3 double crochets in this last loop for this side. And then chain 1, and then I'm going to do my 3 double crochets, 2 chains, and then 3 double crochets. chain 2, and then turn your work, and then 3 double crochets. And then chain 1. So you're going to continue down this side, doing your chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochets, all the way down. This should be, the last side, and then I'll show you how to do the final row, which will give it that extra frill around the blanket. So I'll see you at the end to close up this row and start the final row. We're coming up on our final loop and corner. So I went ahead and chained 1. I'm going to do my 3 final double crochets in this last loop. I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to do my 3 double crochets, and then the 2 chains, and then 3 double crochets, and then I'll show you how to connect that, and then we'll go to the final row. So I did my 1, now I'll do my 3, and my hole here. And then we'll chain 2, and then turn our work. Do your final 3. And then chain 1. And then right here, 1, 2, 3, in the top, you did your chain 1, 2, 3. You're just going to go into that chain, into the chain. I'm going to have to spread it a little bit. Kind of tricky because you're using double thread. And then we're just going to do a slip stitch. You're going to grab it, pull it out, and then pull it back through just like that. And then that connects it. So we're going to work on the final row now. Now to make our final row, we're going to have to go all the way around the blanket like we did before and make the chains to do the final row. So there's actually 2 more rows to go. So we just did our slip stitch, connecting it to here. We'll do chain 3, 2, 3, and then where we did that chain 1, we're going to do a single stitch. And then chain 3, and then single stitch. And we're going to do this all the way around. Chain 3, and then single stitch. Just like that. Because our last row is going to go inside the chains. And then I'll meet you on the corner. Corner's a little different. Chain 3. And right where that single chain is, we'll do a single stitch. And I'll meet you on the end. We're coming up on the corner. I just did my chain 3, and you're going to do your single stitch. Now this is going to be your corner. You're going to crochet 5 chains, and then you're going to go right back in the same corner and do another single stitch. And you're going to turn your work, and you're going to continue back down with the 3 chains. And then where the single chain was, that's where you'll do your single stitch. and then you'll chain 3, and then single stitch in the next single chain, and then chain 3, and do this all the way down. And the next corner will be the same. When you get to it, you'll do the 5 chains in the corner. And I'll see you at the corner. Here I am, just about to be at the corner again. I'm going to do my chain 3, my single stitch, or my single crochet, and the single stitch, and then do another 3 chains. And here's the corner. So we're going to do our single crochet, and then we'll chain 5, and then go back into that corner and do a single crochet. That makes our little loop for the corner. And then you'll turn your work, and you'll go all the way down this side doing the chain 3 and then the single crochet where the 1 chain is, right here. And then I will see you down at the corner to repeat what we just did. Okay, we're coming back up on the end. Just continuing my chain 3, and then the single crochet, then chain 3, chain 3, and now I'm at my corner. So I'm going to do my single crochet in the corner, and then chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll turn my work a little. And in that same hole, we're going to do our single crochet. And then we're going to continue on to go down this side by doing our chain 3. And then this single crochet where the chain 1 is. I'll see you down at the end. We're coming up on the end of this second to the last row. I just chained 3. I'm going to do my single stitch and then chain 3. Now I'm at the corner. You're going to do your single stitch and then do the 5 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your work and go back in the same hole with a single stitch. And then the next thing we're going to do is, this is where we started off. So we have one more set of 3. So we're going to have to do another chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll go into that hole and do our single crochet. And then we'll do a slip stitch in that first one right here. Right here. There we go. To connect it. Now for the next set, we're going to do 5 double crochets in each of the holes right here. So since we're right here, for our first one, we're going to go ahead and slip stitch again into that hole, and then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That will be counting our first of the 5. We'll scoot it over. So that'll be 1. So we'll double crochet 4 more. 2, And a double crochet is where you wrap it, you go in, you wrap it, pull it back out, you have your 3. You wrap it, go through 2, wrap it, go through 2. So that's 3. Wrap it, pull it out, wrap it, go through 2, wrap it, go through 2. That's 4. And then we'll do one more. Now, where the single crochet is right here, where we did the single crochet inside that hole right there, you're going to do another single crochet. Like that. So it kind of gives it like a shell shape. And then for the next one, we'll do the 5 more double crochets. And then where we did the single crochet, we'll do another single crochet right in that hole. Just like that. And this is where our ruffle is going to come from for the outer edge. And you're going to continue this all the way down. 5 in each one. And I'll meet you on the corner. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then where that single crochet was before, we'll do another single crochet. Just like that. And I'll see you at the end. Here we are back at the next corner. I am about to do my single stitch in the last single stitch that we did on the previous row. I've got 1 loop left, so I'll do my 5 double crochets. Four, and then 5, and then I'll do my single crochet in the loop right there from the previous single crochet, and then for the corner you're going to put 7 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I get about to the 4th, I kind of turn my work. 5, 6, 7. So that's your corner. Now you're going to continue down the other side, like the side you just finished, where you're doing the single crochet in that previous single crochet loop, and then you do 5 double crochets, 1 single crochet, 5 double crochets, single crochet, 5 double, all the way down. And then when you get to the other end, you'll do the 7 in the corner and continue on to the other side, like this side. But I'll catch you up at the corner really quick, and then we'll finish off the blanket, and I'll show you how to connect it at the end. So I'll see you down at the end. next corner, I'm going to go in and do my single stitch and my 5 double stitch for the last loop on this side. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then do your single stitch, and then you'll do 7 inside the corner, 7 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. After the 4th one, I kind of turn my work a little. 5, 6, and then 7. And then you'll continue on the next side with the single stitch in the single stitch from the previous row, and then 5 in each of the holes right here. So 5, 1 single chain, 5 double, 1 single, all the way down, and we'll come down to the corner, do the 7, and then continue down the next row, and then I'll show you how to fasten off and hide your tails. So I'll see you down at the end. Back at the corner again, I'm going to do my single stitch and then 5 double stitches in the last loop for this side. Mess that one up because of a hair. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then I'll do my single stitch and then 7 double stitches in the corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, then turn my work a little. 5, 6, and 7. And then I'll do my single stitch. And then I'll continue down the side by doing 5 double crochets in each of the loops, and then single crochet, 5 doubles, single, and then I'll meet you at the end where I will show you how to get around the corner and tie it up. Okay, I'll see you down at the end. We're at the final corner. I just finished my 5 double stitch. I'm going to put in my single crochet, do my final 5 on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll do my single crochet right there. And we're going to put 7 double crochets in the corner. There's 4. I'm going to turn my work a little. 5. 6, 7. You're going to put a single stitch where the single stitch goes, and then for the last loop, you'll put your last 5 double crochets. And then do your final single crochet. And then you'll want to do a slip stitch right here, down here at the first one right here. There we go. Go through there, pull it through. Loop. Oh, slipped. The bottom, just like that, and that will close it off. And then you will cut your string, scissors, leaving some so you can tie in just like that. Go ahead and do a little loop like this and pull it through. And there you go. And that's the end. The last thing we need to do on the blanket is sew in the little ties here at the end. So you'll need your sewing needle. It is blunt at the end, but bigger so you can mend. So you want to thread it. Like that. And then what I do is I just run it one way. Just like that. Inside. And then pull it through. And then take it in for a different way. Past and run it back through. That's it. And then you trim off the extra. Well, get sharper scissors probably. Like that. And then your blanket's done. Turned out really pretty. I can zoom out even further. There we go. Really pretty border. It took I used 4 of the, I just took the little label off right here. I used 4 of these. I have an extra one because I thought maybe I was going to need 5, but I didn't need it. So I did 4 of these, and then I used 2 of the white because it was going to be double thread, but you can see I have a lot left. So I'll be able to use it for the borders on another one. So thank you for watching. If you liked my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Have a nice day. Thank you.